doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Front the back, they yelling, bring them out, bring them out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His team comes in rested and ready off the mid-season bye week. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Cincinnati. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Here's Austin to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You look back on the game prior to the bye week, Mike, and I think that win is critical. Nobody wants to go into the bye week off of a loss. It just changes the energy in the building. Everyone starts questioning everything you're doing. You go in on a win, everyone takes a deep breath. You're very honest about what you need to continue to improve on coming out of the bye, and we'll find out in this one whether they made those corrections. Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Once again, it's Warren. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, They go with Warren. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 22-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 30 yards.
So often we think third down, pass. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground, kind of flip the script a little bit, keep defenses guessing throughout the game, and it leads to a big pickup.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get back to Jalen Warren. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL.
11 Thomas.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 11. And quickly pick up a first down.
Here we go.
37-yard line. On first and 10, Burrow. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the move, past the 40. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there for the Bengals. It covers 51 yards.
First down.
Stop.
First and
180.
at the 4-yard line.
Brown. This defense backs up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Gain on the play. Leads to second
Gun.
and goal.
Stop.
At the Steelers' 3-yard
Now a
line.
second down throw for Burrow. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's in! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by Johnson. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. Here's a handoff to Waller. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. He'll drop the throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think they tricked him that time, Mike. I mean, they originally showed zone, so he thinks the defender's going to pass him off into an open area, but then they match it underneath with a man concept, and he doesn't see the defender until the ball leaves his hand. Big-time play by the defense and puts their offense in a great spot.
2nd down, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tracy will take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Johnson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Chris Jenkins, they're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, Warren. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. And 5. They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. From the 41, here's second down and 4. Here's Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. The tacle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A first catch there for Chase, and he's got a first down to go with.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Burrow now. Back to the tight end, Stover. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 5. Back to throw. Burrow. Pass caught left side by Fant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
11 MT paint. 11.
On first down, Burrow. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
11 MT.
Here's second and 2.
11 MT paint. 11 MT.
Throwing is Burrow. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short game, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's get set.
Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Hot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Bengals. Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 21-7 lead.
Steelers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin. after the catch. He gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a run with their tight end. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Second and goal. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options. And now it is 4th and goal. Something amiss with the snap. This one is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Just an ugly looking kick right from the jump, Mike. I mean, it was the snap initially, that led to a bad hold, that led to a little bit of a mistiming of the kicker's steps, and you add all that up, and that's the kick you get.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
11, mighty. Here we go. 180. 180.
Burrow to throw. Here's Higgins, who makes the grab. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Burrow. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Automatic 1st down.
11, mighty.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Gun. 11, mighty.
2 to throw is Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now second down throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Metcalf left side. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. He'll drop to throw. He finds Austin with the grab. And Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Steelers, first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Steelers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our tour around the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The New York Football Giants at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Packers get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's Ladd McConkey. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chargers with a 14-10 lead at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints lead it by a touchdown at the half. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. On the handoff, this is Warren. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
And the Steelers
15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
15.
First and 10.
Pittsburgh.
On first and 10, it's Warren. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of those shortcomings elsewhere.
And he'll get just the margin. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus. And it cuts the deficits out a bit further. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Bengals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first and 10. Our carry here for Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Shot.
Now, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
11.
Third and 1.
They'll run the sneak, and that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 4.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The tight end Fant in motion. Second down, Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field, as the officials will sort this one out. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down.
11, Thomas.
Now Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Alex Highstep in for the tackle. Here's a second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
11.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play. Here's a third down and 4.
11.
Here's Burrow. He gets that to his big target there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run here with Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
On 1, ready?
From the 23, here's second and 7.
Here we go. Shot. 180.
Burrow now. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
8 of 10 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Here.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11.
Here's Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
11 mighty.
They'll stick with him again. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goals.
And the Bengals
Here we go.
down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here.
That is caught by the tight end. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the head guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. throw here to begin the drop. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He'll go right pass to Fryermuth. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense ready to take over now to start this 4th quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Looking out of the gun, Burrow going for it all. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
12. Here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Short one there to his tight end, Fag. And he is out of bounds at 45. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard.
11 MT tank. Stop.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
11 empty. 11 Thomas.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third, they need 8. To throw is Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert and keep this drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move change. First down.
First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. Johnson. And he'll get about 5. Second and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run out of the gun with Warren. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense on what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13. But it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Warren. And he'll take this one in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Burrow. Will find Brown out of the backfield. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
11.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. Now a run on 1st down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll get him to the shade under a minute left in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Once again, it's Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. It stopped it. Just over 50 seconds to go in this one. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So here's Joe Burrow and the Bengals now. Down by 7. 50 seconds to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Over the middle of the big target. It is 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Burrow. This by Higgins, who makes the grab. And that's a 1st down It will be a gain of 8.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. This one complete to his tight end fan. Here's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second down.
Burrow now. Moving outside the pocket.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now, Burrow. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot on the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.